Hello everyone. It's many of my friends asking how to do this um, in the quadrant chart. So we see the required is you have the four areas in the chart divided by the two parameters. Um, and in the pivot version, I did this one, and I color the data point in each quadrant, in each corner. Right? And the next question, the more advanced, is how to color the background, in the four different color, rather than the data point, right? The data point. So and how to manage it dynamically. Right? So I share with you. I have these parameter on the sales target in here, and then the profits in here. So if I change the position of the parameter, let's say I move to 1900 from 1500, so you see it actually it move, right? The uh, the indicator here move to the right hand side, and you see the color extend following the movement of the parameter itself as well. So I do another adjustment for the um, horizontal parameter. Let's say I put it 20%. um, so you can see the bar it actually moved to 20% now, and then to the color, extension or adjustment according to the movement of the bar. So it's quite a complex, it's a complex formula or calculation in order to make this one. But I will share with you step by step how to do this one. I hope it helps. So I think the first one will let build the what we call the quadrant chart first, and then the second part we build the color on the four quadrants in background. Right? So the first one is to in order to build um, the chart. So I in this topic I will look into the sales and then the profit ratio of the of the manufacturers, and we have some target in order to increase or decrease the sales, and also to increase or decrease the profits. We call that the profits elasticity in the business. So first thing, I bring the sales into the view. So I'd make this one like average sales, because I look into the 4 year to see what average sales. And I have the profit ratio. I think that the superstore is already built, so I bring it in. So actually I have uh, the white and axis here in the screen. And I will do the two parameters. So I call that the first one the profit. So just put whatever number in here. Let's put it 0.15. And then I have another one for the sales. So let's put the target sale is 2,000 US dollar. Right. So you can change the minimum or maximum number in here. Right. And the step size. If you don't want, you can take it out. Right? So, and then I will display this one. So you can see two parameters here you can change. Okay, now if I print this manufacturer in, so manufacturer here, if I bring in here, remember to print the stack match of it. Right? So you can see the on the point of the data appear. Now and then you print the parameter in order to create the x and y. So you go to reference line, drag it, move here, and on the sales, you can select the parameter you already set up on the before. Okay, and then on this one, you edit it, and then you change to the profit target. Okay, so you have a profit target here, and you have the sale target here, and of course you can change this, right? You can adjust it, move it. Yeah. Okay. So now you go to the color, the data point here. So I create the calculated field equal that the quadrant data color. So how it look like? So I say it's basically, I say if the sales, average sales, higher than the sale target, and then the profit higher than the profit. So this color will be, this area we call that the high sales and high profits, and do the same for the four quadrants here. Right? So we have the four area, and then I print this one into the color, and I can change the color. So you can see four quadrant here: high sale, low sale, low sale, high profit, and high sale, low profit. Yeah, so you can see actually in here, it's the data is already in the four quadrants. Let's see if I move the profit down, and then the color gonna change. So if I bring that to 10% on the profit, so you can see it go to 10%, and then the one above 10% become to the green, and the one below still to remain on the red. Right? Okay, so this is the first step of the setting up the um, x and y axis in order to divide the seeds into the four areas. We call that a quadrant chart. So now the next one is um, how to print these, how to color the four quadrants here, right? So what I want to do is I do the dual axis here, or we can do another way in order to have the dual axis here. We have more space in order to maneuver. Right? So I do the click control and then print here. So we have a 2. So I keep the same of the left hand side chart, which is here, and I go to the right hand side chart in order to play with some data here. Right? So I will bring it up. So what I like to do is I create the x and y axis, right? I say, but before I go to this one, let me illustrate to give you some picture about what I'm going to do. Right? So if you imagine here is the four quadrants, right? So I call this one will be the top left, this one will be top right, this one will be bottom left and bottom right. So you can see every rectangular here have the four corners. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this is the X column or the sales, and this is the Y column or the profit, right? So now if I base into the positions of each rectangular here, I can color it, or and if depend on the position of the corner here, I can set the value for it. Let's say if the corner is 1 or 4, 1 and 4, so the x value will be the lowest of the profit, right? And if the corner is 2 or 3, this Y value will be the maximum profit, and the similar, right? And if it fall into here, so this one equal with the profit target, right? Yeah. Okay. So what we need to do is to identify the minimum profit, maximum profits, minimum sales, and maximum sales in order to identify four positions of respective rectangular. All right, I go back here, and the first one I do is min sales, min average sales, max average sales, min profit, and max profits. Right? So min sales is I use the LOD, so I say the fixed manufacturer, so the average sale, and I fix it, right? And it's become the non-aggregate, so I will make one more level of the LOD to make it the aggregate value. Okay, and then I do similar for the max sales, max of the average sales, maximum, and then make it non-aggregate. One more the border here. So, okay, and I do the same for the profit ratio. Profit ratio, fixes minimum. Okay, so now I have the minimum profits, minimum sales, maximum sale. Right? So I will do this. I will create the um, I will create these x-axis and y-axis in order to replace this one, in order to allow us to build the rectangular here. Right? So I go with the x-axis. So you see some. If we only use the superstore data file, we cannot draw the polygons here. So I need to create some file. I call these the quadrant, right? The quadrants file. So I say if the quadrant is the top right, so they have four corners, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and the same, four quadrants here. Exactly this one, four quadrant, and then each quadrant have four corners. Right? So we say four quadrants. Each quadrant have the four corners, right? And if not quadrant, so I call that the data. Data is which is sales or profit. So link, you will see why I use the link here. Right? Just differentiates between the quadrant and data. So, and then what is important to connect this file to the superstore data. Right? So what I do is I open it and I print the sheets of the quadrant into here, and how we connect it, because you don't see any data linked together, right? So I use a full, and then I say here I use a formula, right? I just say number 1 and connect with the link where we have the 0, 0, 0, and then only the last one data we have 1. So that will connect the superstore data with the quadrant file, but only for the data area only. So in here, actually you don't see it, but I have something to illustrate that one. If I bring the quadrant, corner, and manufacturing, so I say actually that on a quadrant here, every quadrant have the 1, 2, 3, 4 corner, and the data when we have number 1 at the link will link to the superstore data. Okay, basically we just find the connect point between the quadrant file and then the superstore data. Okay, so now we're back to the file, right? We say, so now I will create the new x and y axis. I say if the quadrant equal to data, and we just touch cell, so we see the some average cell. If the quadrant is not cell, we see the quadrant is the top left, top right, bottom left, bottom right, and we look into the corner, right? So I open the Excel file for you to easy to imagine again, right? So we say if the corner is 3 and 4, we see 3 and 4, 3 and 4, 3 and 4, right? So we say if the corner is 3 and 4, and then you see the top right or the left, the bottom right. So I use the formula is ENDSWITH, we see in quadrant, the last word of the quadrant equal to the right. We see this green and the blue rectangular. So here, if that is right, and then we get the max cell. So we see this one will be equal to the max cells. Right? If the left, it means this one. It means the left rectangular, we see bottom left and the top left and the bottom left. So 3 and 4 of these two rectangular will be the cell target. Oh, sorry. I said if not 3 and 4 for the top left and bottom left. If not 3 and 4, we see 1 and 2. So 1 and 2 in here. If not, will be min cell. So this is the min cell, right? Okay, so I did the same for white axis. So we see the profit one, right? So we see if the quantity data, so we see the profit ratio, so the same. If it's either 2 and 3, it's 2 and 3 here, 2 and 3 is here, right? The corner is 2 and 3, and then the top we see 2 this one, so 2 and 3 here will be maximum profit, correct? Yeah. And if not 2 and 3, it's 1 and 4 here. And then the value will be minimum profit, right? And if it's in the middle, of course, 1 and 4 here or 2 and 3 here, it's gonna be the target sales, right? Target profit. Okay, you know it's a little bit complex, but I have the link together with the video. You can download all the data file and then the Tableau file packet. Okay, so now I print the x and y axis to replace for the old one. So I print this one to replace. Yeah, I print this one to replace. And then I print x to replace this one as well. So now we replace all of these the previous axis with the new axis. But you see is it why I look into this parameter here is disappear. So let me check again. So I look into the reference line, bring it into, so I think I bring it again to see what is disappear. Okay, so it's appear again. So I think the X will be the cell target, and then the white here, the white parameter here gonna be the profit. Gonna be the profit target. Okay. So now I have profits and then the sell target again. So look into the one on the right hand side. This one I gonna bring it into the polygon. And I will print the in order to create a polygon, I think I need to print the corner. We see 1 2 3 4 into and I print the quadrant into the color. Yeah, so now you can see it have 4 color here. Yeah, you can go and then you select the color you like, right? So you have bottom left, we see here, bottom right, we see here, top left, top right, yeah, and here. So you have the 4 color, right? So the next one will be the easy one, right? Just this do the dual axis, and you only see the one overlapping the other one. The first one, let's do this synchronization of the axis in order to align on the data point, and in the color of the quadrant, I think you can you can decrease the opacity. More you decrease the opacity, it clearer you see the one on the one or the below, right? So go to the format and then get rid of the name of the title. Do the same here. Yeah, get rid of this. You can change this one to percentage. Let's go to the first one. The first one, and then we go to the go to the axis here. You can go to the format, and here you can change to the percentage, which is 0 decimal. So you have it now. All right. Yeah, it's a long video, but I hope you follow until now, and you found it useful for you. And let print your data and play with this one. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. The link attached to this video. You can download the Excels and also the Tableau package file. Enjoy your exercise. Thank you very much. Bye bye.